So this is a quick video on how you can find the point of intersection graphically on the graphing calculator. And we're going to start off by punching in our system of equations. And so I'm going to punch in two lines, and I'm going to go up to y equals to punch those in. When I go up to y equals, the one thing I want to look for is this area right here. If my plot 1 is on, it means that there's some statistics that are already included, and I don't want those included. So I need to turn that off. If that's not highlighted, you don't have to worry about this step. But I'm going to turn it off by going into second y equals, and I'm going to go to 1. I'm going to choose 1 because that's the plot that's on. And I'm just going to shimmy over here to off, turn that off, and then I can go back to y equals, and now I'm ready to type in my two equations. The first equation we're going to type in is negative x minus 2. So if you're using a negative sign, make sure you use this. So I'm going to punch in negative x and then minus 2. And that's going to be my first equation. And then I'm going to arrow down. I'm going to go to my second equation, y2. And that's going to be 2x plus 7. So 2x plus 7. There we go. So I'm going to go over now and I'm going to press graph and make sure that I can see my point of intersection between these two lines. And there it is. There are the two lines, and here's my point of intersection. Now, I don't want to try and read it off the graph. It's too hard to read off of the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate something about the graph that I've just entered. So I'm going to go to second trace, which is calculate. And you'll see there's a whole bunch of different things that we can calculate that we're going to be able to use. But right now, the one we're going to use is intersect. Okay, so I'm going to press 5 for intersect. And it's going to ask me a couple of questions. It's going to say, do you want this to be your first curve? Sure. It doesn't matter which one's first, which one's second. And so you press enter. Then it says, do you want this to be your second? Well, yeah, that's the other one we're talking about. So we press enter again. And then it comes up as guess. Skip this step. It's not important. It's just if you wanted to make a prediction, skip it, just press enter again. Skip over it, and it will pop up the point of intersection accurately, which is x is negative 3 and y is equal to 1. Now, one other thing I just want to show you is if your window isn't set properly, let's say my window was set at an x minimum of 0. So I'm going to clear this out and I'm going to put 0. And if I press graph there, then you can't see my point of intersection. And if you can't see the point of intersection, then it won't be able to calculate the intersect point. What will come up is first curve, second curve, and it says there's no sign change. And that means that it cannot find the intersect point. So if you ever run into that, it means go back to your window. I guess we have to quit first. Go back to your window. Make sure that the window is set so that you can see the point of intersection on your graph. And there it is. And then it will show up.